Haribol.
Dandavat Maharaj.
Dandavat.
Maharaj, happy
Yes.
Vyasa Puja.
Huh?
Happy Vyasa Puja, Maharaj.
Your mercy, Maharaj. Thank you.
How are you, Maharaj?
By your grace, I'm okay.
My room is giving some trouble, Maharaj. It is getting closed sometime because of some I don't know what is happening.
Where are you now?
Online. Maharaj, I'm in my room in Narasimhapalli. Sachidulal Prabhu Dandavat, Linda Didi Dandavat. You are muted.
Dandavat, Santa Maharaj, Dandavat, Puri Maharaj.
Dandavat.
Having a good celebration day.
We had a nice celebration in Narasimhapalli.
Good.
Some devotees came, around 100 devotees came, and we had a nice program here. Can you hear me, Maharaj?
Yes, Maharaj, we can hear you.
Okay. So, Zoom is giving some, little trouble. It is slow, I think, here.
I heard from Purnananda Prabhu. He sent me a message.
Okay.
Very nice. Happy to hear from him after a long time. Purnananda.
Pradyumna Prabhu also wanted to join. He told me to send the information. I think it is sent in the group, but it is not sent to his personal thing. I think I will forward it.
Okay.
Maharaj, how was the celebration with Ekadashi today?
How's the celebration? Well, it's already only 9 o'clock today here. 9 o'clock.
Okay.
Yes. Very early.
It's too early, Maharaj, for you, I think.
Too early for any celebration yet.
Is Krishna Dandavat Alakananda?
Dandavat.
These are devotees from Puttapatti. Recently, Maharaj, they arranged a nice program. These devotees, Sachidulal and their family, they stay in Puttapatti in Andhra Pradesh. And recently we visited them and they arranged nice programs there.
Right.
And
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Maharaj, Dandavat.
Dandavat. No, I don't need to read anything, hopefully. Hare Krishna.
Yeah.
these are the Jagannath, Baldev, Subhadra in their house. Very nice, beautiful. In Sachidulal's house.
Yeah. Jai Jagannath. Oh, wonderful. Haribol. Very blissful.
So Maharaj, I have something to do after 8:30. I have to leave.
Krishna in Brazil.
I'm sorry, Maharaj.
after 1 hour, there is something, I have to do. So after 1 hour, I have to leave, unfortunately, today, Maharaj. So I think we can start early and, you can continue, Maharaj, and, I have to go some,
Oh, no,
meetings
of
there.
course. Now I am tired also. We had our Sangha yesterday. Now again today. I'm getting too old for so many Sanghas. Prabhu, can you fix that?
Muni Maharaj is also supposed to join, but evening so many devotees are there, 60 devotees. So he has to also take the class. So he's there in taking class in the temple.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Tomorrow we are going to take the cake. We cut the cake today, and tomorrow we are going to take.
Okay.
Because today is Ekadasi.
Yes.
Yeah, Maharaj, just ask Puja.
మొన్న కేక్ మహారాజ్లో ఇచ్చారు తమ్ముళ్ళ కేక్
Maybe. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Dhanavad.
మహారాజ్లో కేక్ ఇచ్చారు
Huh?
Bengal.
What was that? Ananda
Ananda Krishna from Brazil.
from Brazil.
Dandavat,
Dandavad, son of the Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Dandavat,
Dandavad.
Madhava Puri Maharaja, Santa Maharaja, all devotees.
Jai.
Maharaj, shall we start, Maharaj, the program?
Oh. As you are conducting program, I hope.
Okay. Okay. Dev Vishnupad Paramahansa Parivrajaka Bhakti Swarup Damodar Bhakti Madhava Puri Maharaj ki jai. Tadiya Subhabirvav Vyas Puja Maha Mohotsav ki jai. Vishnupad Paramahansa Parivrajaka Srila Bhakti Nemal Acharya Goswami Maharaj ki jai. Vishnupad Paramahansa Parivrajaka Srila Bhakti Sundar Goswami Sripad Paramahansa Parivrajaka Srila A.C Bhaktivedanta Prabhupada Maharaj ki jai. विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिवार जगत गोशिला भक्ति रक्षक श्रीधर देव-गोस्वामी महाराज की जय. रूपानुग गुरु वर्ग की जय. निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे हरि हरि. So we are very fortunate that we have the opportunity to celebrate the auspicious appearance day of Om Vishnupad Srila Bhakti Madhava Puri Maharaj and Srimad Mahaprabhu. Dandavad, Didi. So it is our fortune that we could able to join in the festival. Srimad Mahaprabhu told those who will participate in Vaishnava's festival, even those who will take some prasadam in the Vaishnava's festival, they all will soon get Krishna Bhakti.
Okay.
Okay, some language, you can put the transcript, Ananda Krishna, I think. So, actually, it is my good fortune that by the mercy of my Harinam Gurudev, Om Vishnupad, Srila Bhakti Swarup Damodar Maharaj, and by the arrangement of the Supreme Lord, that I could come in connection with Srila Bhakti Madhava Puri Maharaj, even though I don't feel myself qualified to even a atom of the conception or mood that Maharaj has, I can even think that I can have ever. but it is somehow I could, get some opportunity to do some humble service despite my own inability or disqualification. That I feel that is the mercy of Lord and the Vaishnava. I feel like that. So actually, Maharaj is very merciful and he tolerated a fallen soul like me and tried to correct me, even though I am so degraded. So I feel that it is the great mercy of the Gaur Hari, who is very merciful to the fallen souls in the age of Kali Yuga. So um, my first meeting with Srila Puri Maharaj, it happened through Yahoo group. There was a group that Srila Sripad Maharaj, he asked us to make, and somehow I was also not knowing Srila Puri Maharaj, but I heard that Guru Maharaj had told something about him, but I had no contact or any communication with him. But somehow Maharaj only sent the request to join the group, and he told us, let us all work together. So at that time, somehow by the Yahoo Messenger and gradually through Skype, we could come in touch with Maharaj. And Maharaj used to guide us. I felt I'm still proud, and at that time I am too proud. So Maharaj used to kindly discipline and guide us and engage us in some service. So, so I feel that is the mercy of Krishna on me. Even though, in this world we have no hope, but by the grace of Lord, we can meet some representative of the Lord. And by that connection, we can make some connection with our real nature, with the plane of the divine plane of the absolute. Some service connection we can make. Our only connection with that higher plane is the service, and what kind of mood is necessary to do any activity that can be accepted there. That we can learn from Guru, and Maharaj used to teach us that, and is also teaching us that. So Maharaj is very merciful in that regard, and he kindly also trained us how to engage in the mission of Srila Sripad Maharaj and Prabhupada, the scientific Sankirtan, how to participate in that. Even though Srila Sripad Maharaj told us our service is scientific Sankirtan, I was not aware how to participate in that, how to join in that. So what are the, like in normal Sankirtan, we have Murdanga and Kartal, all these things. And in scientific Sankirtan, what are the instruments and how we join, and what are the activities that Maharaj has trained us in various way. And Prabhupada's two mantras, life come from life and matter come from life. He taught us what is the meaning of that and how to present that and how that represent the Vedic essence in that two mantras, and how to help scientists on accept those things, and how to remove the misconceptions. So Maharaj encouraged us to go to different academic institutes, and before that Maharaj used to say always, first we have to become devotee, and then we can present things in scientific language. So he trained us in that Krishna consciousness, because it is a scientific basis of Krishna consciousness, how we have to cultivate our Krishna consciousness and how to present that to the academic world. So in that way, gradually we try to do some humble service also in scientific Sankirtan for the pleasure of Sripad Maharaj, and for the pleasure of Srila Bhakti Madhava Puri Maharaja, and Srila A.C. Prabhupada, Sridhara Maharaj, and all Guru Vargas. So that is our great fortune that we could able to humbly participate in some service connection with this divine mission of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So I am very much thankful to Maharaj for his kind mercy, and I ask forgiveness from Maharaj because I am such a foolish person. I am always doing some mistakes. So may Maharaj be merciful and kindly forgive me. My Dandavat Pranam.
Jai Vishnupad Paramahamsa Parvadgacharya Sri Srila Bhakti Niskam Shanta Maharaj Ki Jai.
Jai.
Shanta Maharaj, when did you first meet Puri Maharaj? How long ago?
I think it was 2006.
Ah,
First we met in 2006, no?
Yes, Maharaj. Towards the end of 2006, in 2006 October, Srila Sripad Maharaj, exhibited divine disappearance pastime on the Vijayadashami. And towards the end of that and the beginning of 2007, so we started, communicating. And all that communications are also there on the web on mahaprabhu.net/satsanga. Maharaj's all lectures and sanghas we used to record and used to publish. That is available. If you go to the archive of that website, mahaprabhu.net/satsanga.
Yes, I remember when I came in connection with you, that I'm thinking Srila Damodar Maharaj has sent me someone to help me in fulfilling Prabhupada's wishes, because I myself don't travel much. What's happening?
The captions are just asking a question.
I don't travel very much. And at that time, I asked Srila Maharaj that you can be my legs and my mouth, and you can travel and preach message of Prabhupada and Damodar Maharaj and Sridhar Maharaj to the scientists. And he did very nice service. And I remember of our meetings a few years ago, Professor Bhatt from India, he said that Santa Maharaj had spiritualized science. And of course, he was just preaching what I had told, but in that way, he felt he had actually changed the science from material to spiritual emphasis. And I thought that was very nice. By his very strong preaching and good, intelligent preaching, he and Muni Maharaj were going around to the different scientists and holding meetings and preaching what I was telling them also. And even in a more energetic way than what I could say. I was very happy with that. And I'm praying that they will continue that. Don't neglect that service. Prabhupada wanted that very much. Sripad Damodar Maharaj always did that throughout his life. And I've been trying to do that also in my humble way. So I pray that you will continue preaching to the scientists. And it is remarkable to me. I was just telling Krishna Kesava Prabhu the other day how Srila Prabhupada in the 1970s was telling us that Darwin's theory was no good, was incorrect. And he used to mock Darwin's theory, telling that Darwin's grandfather was a monkey because he's presenting such a monkey idea, very low class idea, that man has evolved from monkeys. Prabhupada was against that very strongly. And the devotees during the years, they weren't so convinced of that. They thought, no, everybody is telling Darwin is correct. And if the devotees preach that Darwin is wrong, then they will be ridiculed also by the public, because the scientists are all accepting that. But it was all indoctrination. It was all propaganda by the scientific community. Because then in China, the scientists there who are not influenced by the indoctrination of the Western scientists, they realized that by looking at the fossils, there are highly developed forms of fossils in the earliest parts of history of the earth. And they were thinking, if the earliest parts of history show such highly developed forms, then how is there evolution? How can we say evolution? They already all of a sudden appear, and everybody knows that. In the Western world, we call it the Cambrian explosion. Everybody knows that. The earliest fossils show highly developed forms. All of a sudden, no evolution is indicated. They can't find anything before that that would indicate that they had evolved from something more primitive. This is what the evidence shows. And yet they were preaching otherwise. Huh? Anyhow, nowadays, I am surprised to find, I'm very happy to find, that the biologists have come up with another explanation of biological life. Because by looking at under the microscope at the organisms, the microorganisms of life, they can see very clearly that it's not just a physical and chemical interaction of things. There's a highly intelligent process going on of creation and editing and production and change. These are all being done in an intelligent way, in a very orchestrated way. So that today they disprove of Darwin's original idea. And they actually say, no, that molecules don't determine life. Rather, they now have the idea of systems biology. And systems biology is very different from molecular biology. Systems biology relates on the relationship of processes going on in the body and the organism, and not just molecules. And they have thrown out that idea of molecules and Darwin. And that is the most recent scientific progress that has been made in the 21st century. So what Prabhupada predicted in 1970 is now being verified by the scientists. And what we've been preaching all along, having faith, even though we could not understand exactly how things were working, we could understand by Prabhupada's instruction that it wasn't by simple, what do you call it, natural selection, random mutation, as the Darwinists were teaching. That there is intelligence even at the smallest level of the organism, living organism. And if we read in Hegel, the philosophy he has given of the ontology of life, we can see that he also explained it in a non-molecular way, in a more systematic way, that the modern scientists are finally coming to realize themselves is the truth of the living organism. So I'm just very happy that the scientists on their own, although we have been preaching like this the scientists on their own have also understood and changed their story now, more to a more spiritual understanding. And it's coming to that. Now they've not reached yet the spiritual understanding, but they have overcome that Darwinian paradigm and the molecular paradigm. They've surpassed that and are beginning to understand life in a completely different way. So it is very nice that this preaching continues and the scientists can actually change. Like we can see, they can actually change their opinion. They can change their whole way of thinking. And if we continue on with our preaching and encourage that, that will be a great victory for Srila Prabhupada, for Mahaprabhu, and our institute work also. And even many devotees, they felt that Darwin, it was not advisable to preach against Darwin because they would think we were crazy or just fanatics, sentimentalists. But now they have all been proven wrong. Now the scientists themselves have accepted what we were saying, what Prabhupada was saying, that there's something more than just Darwinian evolution involved in life, more than just reductionistic physics and chemistry going on at the level of the living organism. And that's one thing. And so to see that, recently Krishna Kesava arranged a meeting with some good scientists to talk about this systems biology. Very happy that he did that because there it was clear what the new science of biology is being presented. And we are very much encouraged by seeing that, but they still need more instruction of how to understand things with a more spiritual element involved, because life cannot be understood without the soul. And they still don't understand what the soul is. So we have to try to show how it is necessary that if there is to be life, there must be a soul also. And in the soul conception, that will lead to the Krishna conception. There's our hope. So we have to think very deeply about these things, meditate very deeply, and try to present in a scientific way. We don't have to use unscientific methods. We can use science. Scientists themselves have come to the proper, are coming to the proper conclusion. So we can use science and explain to them how there is a soul and there is God and all these things, and that will be the perfection of their lives. And that will be the success of our preaching. And then I also wanted to say it's very hard for people, even myself, it was difficult to understand the difference between what we call certainty and truth. Certainty and truth. There's a difference between what our knowledge and what is the truth. People who think that by increasing your knowledge, they come closer to the truth. But it's just the opposite. By increasing our knowledge, we increase the certainty of what we know, of what is in our consciousness. But we don't get closer to the truth because our consciousness is finite. The finite cannot approach the infinite, no matter how hard it may try. Everyone thinks they are right. They believe that what they think is also the truth. because they're thinking it. They think, well, now that is the truth. But who is to say that what we're thinking is true? Even this AI systems now, artificial intelligence, their big problem is this, that whatever they say, that nobody can tell if what they're saying is the truth or not. The AI can't determine that either. They may give you a big story and collect so many facts and so much data and present that. But whether it's true or not, the AI system cannot tell you. So even these big brain computers with so much data, so much information, so much knowledge, they cannot determine whether what they are concluding is the true or not. They can't. So what to speak of ourselves? We have a limited amount of knowledge, and we think that what we're saying is true. Everybody says so many things. They give their opinion as if it was the truth, without question. And then everyone is arguing with one another. I think like this, and I think like that. And there are so many warring parties, warring factions. And everybody thinks, I am saying the truth. No. Knowledge, whatever knowledge you may have, whatever you may think, that is not the truth, not the same thing. Knowledge gives us certainty of what is, we know that what is in our consciousness. Certainty means the contents of our consciousness. We know the contents of our own consciousness, what our consciousness can know. That is called certainty. But our consciousness is limited. It's very, very, very limited. We may think it's the highest thing that we have. No doubt it is. But it is also very limited. And Isaac Newton, you know him, you heard of him. He understood this very clearly. You know what he said? He said, I have only found a few stones, a few shiny stones on the shore. And my discovery is like that, only a few shiny stones, while before me lay the whole ocean of uninvestigated truth. So he knew the difference between knowledge and truth. Knowledge will give us limited awareness, limited sense of certainty, but it will not be able to approach the infinite truth. Infinite truth can only be approached in one way: by humility, by surrender, and by service. That is the way to come in contact with truth. It doesn't have to be invented by us. It doesn't have to be known, knowing or not knowing. If we can be humble and surrendered and serve the truth, serve Krishna, then that will be the perfection of truth. That will be the perfection of life. That is reality. Reality, the beautiful. We have to understand this point also. Knowledge does not lead to truth. Knowledge only leads to certainty. And certainty may be wrong, it may be right, it may be wrong. So sometimes knowledge just creates a cloud between us and the truth, that prevents us from seeing the truth. That's why Vaishnavas say, what is that verse?
Tadvidi.
No. Trane prayasya urapasya namanta eva. They hatefully reject knowledge. Trane prayasya urapasya namanta eva. They hatefully reject knowledge. How is that? Because they realize that knowledge does not lead to the highest thing. It cannot lead, because it is limited. We are limited. And truth is unlimited, infinite, and we are finite. No amount of finite knowledge can approach the infinite. When we realize that, at that point, then we can surrender. Socrates understood that point too. That I know nothing. My knowledge is not sufficient for knowing what is. What is not to be known, is to be accepted as infinite, and we can only accept that humbly and submit to it and serve that highest truth. And there we will find Krishna and Nityadas. Krishna and Nityadas. That is the truth. And to become situated in that truth, that is the purpose of our life. So we see all this fighting, one group fighting another group, even within our own community of devotees. It's all based on a misconception of knowledge that we think we know. We think we know what our Guru Dev had told us. We think we understand everything. But that is not the way. That is not truth. Not like that. Because I think something is the truth does not make it so. That is not the criterion. There's a higher principle of connection with the infinite. You won't accept our partial finite understanding of the infinite will not be accepted as a proper understanding of things. That can only be approached with a humble attitude, or an attitude of surrender and service. Hare Krishna. My Dandavad.
Srila Bhakti Madhava Puri Maharaj ki jai.
Jai.
Maharaj, you have told about Vedas and Vedanta. Vedas means knowledge, and Vedanta means the conclusion of that inner knowledge. So knowledge can be various kind, as it is classified as Gyan and Vigyan and Pragyan. So actually, Srila Sridhar Maharaj has given this, in that song of Gaur Saraswati Arati, he told about Pragyana Ujjwal. That's what is Saraswati Thakur's, mood. He has the knowledge of the highest kind, that is Pragyan and Ujjwal. Ujjwal means something to do Ujjwal Ras also. So, the knowledge of love or whatever it is that is related to the service. I mean, as Sanatana Goswami also says, I only want that much knowledge by which I can, do some service. So apart from that, all other knowledge seems to be some kind of exploitation also.
And the idea of knowledge separates us from that which is. That which is, that is the reality. And knowing that reality is a separate thing. It opposes thought. to what is, as if thought was opposed to what is. Knowing is opposed to the known. But it's not like that. There's no opposition. To understand how they are not opposed, they're higher than knowledge. We have to cross knowledge. Dialectical relation. There's a dialectical relation between knowing and what is to be known. Interplay, a unity, harmony, dynamic. So as long as we oppose thought and being, or knowing and what is to be known, as long as that gap is there, and then we are outside of the truth. And enter into that unity. That is surrender. That is humility. That is love. And that is service. Goranga. Die, Goranga.
It would be nice, Maharaj, if some other devotees wants to say something. Krishna Kesava Prabhu or Sumangla Didi or Uma Didi or other devotees.
You want to say something?
Okay. Om Ganatimaran Hasya Gananjana Salakaya Chakshur Militam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah. Jai Om Vishnupad Paramahamsa Sripad Bhakti Madhava Puri Maharaja. Vyasa Puja Mahamahotsav Ki Jai.
Jai.
Jai Om Vishnupad Paramahamsa Parvadikacharya Srila Bhakti Madhava Maharaj Ki Jai.
Jai.
Vanchakalpa Tribhyascha Kripa Sindhu Bhyavacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah. So I'm very fallen soul, and I've also received the unconditional love and inconceivable mercy of Sripad Bhakti Madhava Puri Maharaj. And there's not much I can say. I only want to say what could be valuable for the service, and I don't want to say anything that's not valuable to the service. So Maharaj, just as our Guru Varga has taught to him, and he always says, the purpose of life is to always remember Krishna and to never forget Krishna. But that remembrance isn't some abstract imagination. The remembrance of Krishna and never forgetting Krishna means always remembering our service and never forgetting our service and always engaging in that service. And that service is also not something abstract that we just imagine for ourselves. It's a concrete thing that necessitates a real relationship with a bona fide devotee, with the bona fide spiritual master. And that relationship requires something of us. Like we actually have to pay attention to the desires of someone other than ourselves. And even if we're willing to pay attention to the desires of someone other than ourselves, it doesn't mean someone who's conditioned to material life. It specifically means paying attention to the desires and putting as much time and energy into fulfilling the desires of that pure devotee. And doing that may pull us out of our comfort zone because we're conditioned to the material world. We're conditioned to being comfortable. But actually, when we get pulled out of that comfort zone and we focus on doing that service, actually doing that service, thinking about how to do that service, staying in touch with the guru to receive guidance on how to do that service. I mean, it's contradictory in that it feels very uncomfortable to be taken out of our material conditioning, but the experience of associating intimately with a devotee and always engaging in that transcendental activity, which is coming through them as the service that we're rendering, that experience, there's no comparison to what we were used to experiencing in the material world. So we have to prioritize that. And like Srila Shanta Maharaj said, we don't want any knowledge except for that knowledge which helps us do service. So we're not looking to exploit anything. We're only looking to do that service, but we have to think, we have to engage everything that Krishna has given us, our body, our mind, our heart, our words. And so in the association of Sripad Bhakti Madhava Puri Maharaj, that I've personally learned that service comes in, the form of what he has been given from Srila Prabhupada and what has been tremendously nurtured by Srila Sridhara Maharaj is a scientific Sankirtan. And, we see that the modern world is run by the authority of science. And at the present moment, science is, motivated by atheistic metaphysics and philosophy. So it's very important. And although our idea is not to try to change the world or anything like that, it's merely to satisfy the Vaishnava, to make them happy. We can see also practically how that scientific Sankirtan is very important for the world itself, for the course of science not being biasly limited to atheistic philosophy. But theism has so much to contribute in a scientific way, not in a sentimental way, in a very scientific way. And Sripad Puri Maharaj just said yesterday, actually, we're thinking theism is more scientific than atheism, because atheism has to ignore God and the soul. It has to ignore that very consciousness within which science is an activity. So that's stupid, right? Theism is actually giving the proper foundation for a real, comprehensive, complete science. And so if we actually think about these things and accept them in our heart, prioritizing that service is not, a drag. It becomes very much a tremendous motivation and inspiration to do something very important and positive with our daily activity. And prioritizing that above any other mundane activity becomes very easy. So this is the kind of thing that I've tried in my very imperfect way to adopt myself, and it's only possible by the instruction of Sripad Bhakti Madhava Puri Maharaj and by the support and seeing and observing the activities of devotees like Srila Bhakti Niskam Shanta Maharaj and Srila Bhakti Vigyan Muni Maharaj, who have also given their entire life to doing that. And by watching their activities is very motivational and inspirational to give my full self also. And also the association of the devotees who are here today and who regularly associate with Srila Shanta Maharaj and Sripad Puri Maharaj, and their hearts are receptive to what is being offered. I also feel very much inspired by their association, and I pray for their grace on me so I can overcome whatever obstacles I have in my own heart and mind. And that's all I can say. Please forgive any offenses that I have committed and will commit. I hope I don't, but please forgive them if I do. Om Gyanatimidan Hasya Gyananjana Shalakaya Chakshuran Militam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruvena.
Jai Krishna Kesara Prabhu Ki Jai.
Jai.
Maharaj,
Yeah.
going forward, but I on the mobile. I want to show you all the devotees here gathered.
He wants to show.
Can you see?
He wants to show the devotees gathered at the temple.
Jai, yes. Hare Krishna. Hare Bol.
Krishna.
Maharaj online আছেন
Jai Gaur Bhaktivedanta Ki Jai.
Jai.
দেখতে পাচ্ছেন? কৃষ্ণ সুন্দর from Austria. Connection gone? Maharaj, they can hear you if you want to say something.
My Dhanavad Pranam. Panchakapa Tarubhisa. Kripa Sindhu Bhevacha. Patitana Bhavanebhyo. Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. Hare Bol Krishna Sundar Prabhu. Dhanavad.
So Maharaj, I will be, Muni Maharaj is taking class here.
Maharaj.
Okay.
He wanted to join, but I told him somebody need to take the class.
Yes, yes. My Dhanavad
join Maharaj.
Maharaj. Dhanavad Sripad Maharaj.
Okay, Maharaj, I will be on.
What happened?
He's still there listening. Did any of the other devotees want to say something before closing?
I'd just like to thank Puri Maharaj for his association, and I feel honoured to be here today to celebrate with him. I'd just like to say that what he was talking about Darwin, ever since I was very young, I never believed that that could possibly be the case. But I've had many years as a scientist, and during those years, I always felt that the more I learned, the less I knew. So I totally agree with what you said today. I can understand what you're sort of saying about that. And it's nice to now have this association with like-minded people. So thank you, Maharaj.
Thank you, Bhaktivedanta. Bhaktivedanta Ki Jai.
Anything I can do to serve you? Just need to ask.
Thank you, Linda.
Om Agyanatimirandasya Gyananjana Shalakya Chakshurmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Om Vishnupad Paramhans Parivrajakacarya Varya Srila Bhakti Madhava Puri Maharaj ki Jai. Om Vishnupad Paramhansa Parivrajakacarya Srila Bhakti Nishkam Shanta Maharaj ki Jai. I just want to add something here about Srila Puri Maharaj. Srila Puri Maharaj is a direct disciple of Srila A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada and Srila Bhakti Rakshak Dev-Goswami Maharaj. Srila Puri Maharaj is a leading Vedantic authority in all the Gaudiya Vaishnava line of throughout in the world. Apart from this, he is also a scholar in Hegelian dialectic and is giving a regular guidance to online guidance, and he is taking also online classes, as we are all known. And he also spent many years in Navadip and West Bengal, Navdeep Dham, under the guidance of his guru and in the search of Vedantic conception of absolute truth. He was he's also associated with the Srila Sridhara Maharaj in Navadip Dham. And he has a profound grasp of both Vedanta and Western philosophy. And due to his mood of humility and complete surrender, he has received much appreciation from previous acharyas. And Srila Sridhar Maharaj also told to Srila Puri Maharaj that I am just like you. And he also told that my nature is like yours. And thus he accepting his philosophical mood and devotional mood of service. And even Bhakti Sundar Dev Goswami Maharaj also told that told to his servitors or his servants that the scientific movement that that service to Puri Maharaj is service to me. And also Srila Bhakti Damodar Goswami Maharaj, who is also known as Dr. T.D. Singh, he also appreciate Srila Puri Maharaj, his humility and his disinterest in worldly designations. He told to him that your consciousness is very pure. And Sripad Bhakti Madhava Puri Maharaj also always follow the instruction of Srila Prabhupada, his Guru Dev, that he's preaching and in the line of just in scientific Sankirtan with 2 mantras, like life come from life and matter come from life. And this is a brief about the Sripad Puri Maharaj. I want to contribute, but I want to also add something. I never met Srila Puri Maharaj directly, but once I was tried to meet him during the conference, during the 7th International Conference, Science and Scientists, but somehow I couldn't come to the New Jersey. But that feeling was very intense, that I saw in a dream that I could meet, and I reached there at Angel, New Jersey, and to meet Srila Puri Maharaj, and I met him in my dream during his dream. And I'm feeling that I am so insignificant Jiva soul, but I am also so fortunate because I could get the connection of my eternal divine guardians, Srila Puri Maharaj and Srila Bhakti Nishkam Shanta Maharaj and Srila Muni Maharaj. I never meet and I never know Srila Puri Maharaj directly, but I heard many times from Srila Bhakti Nishkam Shanta Maharaj. And he always discussed about Sripad Puri Maharaj and his work and his dedication and the service instructions also. But I feel myself very insignificant. I feel that I am nothing without my eternal divine guardians. I want to say that Jogyata Vichare Kachu Nahi Pai, Tumhari Karuna Sar, all everything, whatever I could understood in my life this is all only due to your causeless mercy. I feel that I am not I'm not deserved for, and I'm most fallen soul. And I just want to offer Kirtan from Bhaktivedanta Maharaj. This is Kirtan I want to offer on the auspicious occasion of Srila Bhakti Madhava Puri Maharaj Appearance Day. It is Ohe Vaishnava Thakur Dayar Sagar Edas Karuna Gauri. Ohe Vaishnava Thakur Dayar Sagar Edas Karuna Gauri. Diya pad chaya sode e amaya, diya pad chaya sode e amaya, tomar charina dhuri. As ka translation, O Venerable Vaishnava, devotee of Krishna, O Usin of mercy, be merciful unto your servant, give me the shade of your lotus feet and purify me. I hold on to your lotus feet. Chaya vega domi chaya dosh shodhi chaya guna deho dasi chaya sat sang deho I amare bose che sangiri ase. Teach me to control my six passions, rectify me my six faults, bestow upon me the six qualities, and offer unto me the six kind of holy association. Ekaki amare nahi pae bal, harinam sankirtane. Tumi kripa kari shraddha bindu diya, deho Krishna nam dhani. I do not find the strength to carry on alone the Sankirtan of the holy name of Hare. Please bless me by giving me just one drop of faith with which to obtain the great treasure of the holy name of Krishna. Krishna se tomare Krishna dete paro, tomaro shak sakati ache. Ami to kangale Krishna Krishna bole, dhai tabe bache bache. Krishna is yours. You have the power to give him to me. I am simply your servant, running behind you, shouting Krishna Krishna. This is just my feeling I want to offer through this Kirtan. Dandavad Pranam Maharaj.
Dandavad Pranam. Jai Shri Bhakti Srila ki jai.
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 Srila Sripad Bhakti Madhava Puri Maharaj ki jai. Jai Srila Bhakti Madhava Puri Maharaj ki jai. Jai Srila Bhakti Nishkam Shanta Maharaj ki jai. Jai Srila Bhakti Vigyan Muni Maharaj ki jai. Jai Srila Krishna Kesha Prabhu ki jai. Jai all devotees ki jai. Jai Harinanda Prabhu ji ki jai. Jai Uma Didi ki jai.
Jai.
Jai all glories to all Vaishnavas. Dandavad Pranam.
Dandava.
Dandavad Sarinanda Prabhu.
Dandava Pranam Maharaj. Happy to see you. Uno, dos, tres. Chakal Pataruya Cha, Kriha Sinduya, Evacha, Patitana, Pavaneyo, Vaisnaveyo, Namo Namaha. Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday, Gurudeva. Happy birthday to you. Very happy. Very special. Very happy.
That looks delicious. You have to send me a piece.
Yeah, I will send for for DHL. Express.
Prabhu is here.
Who?
Jayananda Prabhu.
Jayananda Prabhu, you're there?
Yes, Madhava Maharaj, happy birthday.
Oh, Prabhu, Dhanavad.
Happy birthday to you. May Krishna bless you. May your eternal happiness very ever increasing, getting better every day eternally. Happy birthday to you. Jai. Bhakti Madhava Puri Maharaja ki jai.
Jai.
Thank you very much. Very sweet.
Maharaj, please write little word for you, Maharaj. Kishap, Prabhu, please.
Oh, Prabhu, I didn't receive any. Oh, okay. Here it is. Dhanavad Pranams, dear Gurudev and assembly of devotees. On this special day of the advent of Srila Bhakti Madhava Puri Maharaj, we are very happy to be able to remember and celebrate this auspicious date with you. We have had the undeserved opportunity to have your holy association by the grace of Srila Bhakti Niskam Shanta Maharaj, who put us in contact with you. From that moment, we were very attracted by your way of preaching, by your simplicity, by your kindness, and by the depth of your message. You are a disciple of two geniuses and spiritual legends, Srila Prabhupada and Srila Guru Maharaj. In this sense, in your presence and in your preaching, the best of the best is present. Dear Gurudev, like your predecessor gurus, you are a spiritual genius, a scholar who preaches with humility and love the pristine teachings of the Vaishnava path. Your teachings are priceless jewels for the life of any sincere soul who wishes to get out of this distressing entanglement of the material world. Through your example of life full of perseverance, sincerity, love, devotion, and surrender, high-level qualities that you teach your disciples, and therefore the appropriate path that every lost servant must follow for a reunion with your sweet Lord. May the Supreme Lord always give you much health, wisdom, and many years of life, so that in this way you can help others to serve you, and in this way many souls can return to the true home, back to Sri Krishna. With all our hearts, we write these words dedicated to your great soul, eternally thanking your causeless mercy to these poor, fallen, and foolish souls. With love, devotion, and surrender, at your lotus feet, Haryananda Das and family, Haribol.
Haribol.
Jai.
Jai Hare Ki Jai.
Jai.
Jai Gurudev.
What can I say? Sri Haryanandaji is so full of affection and love. Heart is overflowing all the time. And very poetic also. Jai. Sriman Haryananda Prabhu ki jai.
Jai.
Bhakti Didi ki jai.
Jai.
Bhagavat Didi ki jai.
Jai.
Bhagavat
Priyadarshini.
Parvati.
Didi ki jai.
Jai.
Atmana Didi ki jai.
Jai.
Srila Bhakti Madhava Puri Maharaja ki Jai. Srila Bhakti Nikama Chanta Maharaj ki Jai. Bhakti Chava Prabhu ki Jai. All devotees ki Jai. Haribol.
Haribol.
Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Lakshmi also, Jai.
Lakshmi, yes.
Oh, yeah. Lakshmi ki jai.
Jai, Lakshmi Didi ki jai.
Jai.
Thank you very much, Prabhu. Jayananda Prabhu, where are you now? Are you there?
Jayananda Prabhu.
Ananda Krishna, I am very happy see to you today. I miss you in the Sangha online. I miss you. We are very happy see to you today. Thank you.
Thank you, Hari Ananda.
Yes, sorry, Maharaj. I couldn't. My phone's damaged. I couldn't put a password in to answer your query. So I couldn't.
Jayananda Prabhu, where are you? Where are you now?
But, I'm in Bali, Indonesia.
Where?
Bali, Indonesia.
I've been Bali, Indonesia. Down here with some devotees.
You said the very nice fruits. There are very nice fruits in Bali.
Sripad Damodar Maharaj came to visit Sripad Puri Maharaj and told him about Indonesia and said it was very nice there and they have very nice fruits there.
Are you in contact with Goswami Maharaj?
You're muted, Prabhu.
I was muted. Not so much lately. I heard he wasn't doing so well health-wise, so I didn't want to bother him.
Not so much.
And like
You heard he's not doing so well health-wise.
So I didn't want to bother him with my fanaticism about the cows, because I think it's an easy solution, you know. Govinda Maharaj said that you could ask him any question in
His network dropped. But he was talking about his Go Raksha.
Sorry, I got disconnected again. Can you hear me, Maharaj?
Yes.
So basically, I kind of wanted to make it my life purpose to see if we can remedy the situation with the cows, and I had such a hard time for over a decade getting any support from anyone, and so I thought maybe I could just work on the simple thing like getting the plastic. So we're getting hundreds of thousands of students to pick up trash in Asia on a daily basis, and now we're coming up with a better. There's for the plastic, at least the cows are dying from eating plastic ingestion. It's very painful. They get cancers or blockages, and it's a tragedy with millions of cows suffering.
Very nice. Very good, Prabhu. Very happy that you are engaged in Go Seva. We're very happy with you. Huh?
Thank you. No, I'm happy with you. I really like your mentality. I hear about you. It's honestly very it's a joy to experience your classes, and unfortunately I don't attend, even though I hear them a lot. I mostly get the messages from Shanta Maharaj, and and I go, oh, I should go to that class, but for some reason I have like 20 or 30 reminders a day telling me to do things, and I'm usually have my hands, teaching students recycling, or we're burying the plastic right now. We're thinking that's the better thing to do, because of the UNESCO has said that it's only about 9% of all the plastic that is in production gets recycled, and so if we just keep giving it back to the people, they're just going to.
Very nice, Prabhu. Thank you very much for your service to the cows, to the world, and to Krishna and Gurudev. Very much appreciated your humble attitude.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh, well, you're always humble too. Every time, it's very sweet to hear that. Because a lot of Western leaders, gurus, they have a little bit of a, I don't know, aristocracy kind of mentality or something. You seems to evade you. That kind of mentality is really nice to see. Thank you for keeping that. But I think the greatest glorification, Maharaj, for a guru is to see what can they still do. Like, not that their years are done, but if you could encourage anybody, maybe Shanta Maharaj or Muni Maharaj.
Where is he?
Bali, Indonesia.
Oh, Bali.
Internet there. The last thing I was going to say, if you would like to encourage anyone to collaborate with me, because I think we can have a simple solution. I think the only thing that's missing is chanting, walking down the street, because with many cows, though, gathering the cows, riding the cows with lots of sweets and watermelons and bananas and things to cost us to walk through India, and we could actually take them to the farmers that desperately need the fertilizer, but only stay there for a few hours or a day, and then set up tents. I have a plan worked out. I'll send it to you, Maharaj, if you like. And if anybody would like to collaborate, I think that would be the solution of having, that mimicking what Krishna and Balaram did would end the fighting, would end the accidents and the plastic. If we had devotees also involved managing the trash, it would be beautiful. It's a little bit. Thank you, Maharaj.
Jayananda Prabhu ki jai. Krishna will help you. Why not? He will help you. You're trying to do so much service. He will certainly send some help to you.
Thank you so much, Maharaj. Hopefully, yeah. Well, at least I get my hands. I'm going to go teach about 800 students tomorrow in an ISKCON school. So hopefully that'll work nicely. About recycling, because we find that a lot of the devotees in different countries have not been recycling or being trained. So they just mix it. They just become like the other Hindus and just throw it on the ground, throw the bags of prasadam away that they don't finish and mix it all together, and it'd be nice to have them set a perfect example. And so they're very excited about training that. I even have it in their temple room, a big banner that they let me put up there, the World Guardians banner, so that they can promise to, eat less and try to recycle and keep 3 dustbins and 6 points. I'll show them to you. I think maybe I can go there now and show it.
Recycling ki jai.
But don't let me in here. Anything to celebrate the light on here. The temple room.
Thank you very much. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you. Here's one of my banners here. You can see that. So I promise to recycle, replace, reduce, reuse, and refuse plastic. I will manage the trash of my family and ask everyone to join me and use 3 trash in landfill. I will be good and not drop garbage on the ground and never throw waste in the river or fire. I promise to pick up and recycle plastic and garbage every single day, but I will carefully wash my hands after doing so, especially if I don't use gloves. Then it says here, the dark smoke from fire, though much cooler than fire itself, is heating our atmosphere about 100 times more than carbon dioxide, says Stanford University's Environmental Science Department. And the United Nations recommends a plant-based diet to slow climate change and end world hunger.
Okay. I think we better end. Okay. To end our Sangha now?
Yes.
Jai Om Vishnupada Srila Bhakti Madhava Puri Maharaja ki Jai.
Jai.
Swavirbhav Vyasa Sab ki Jai.
Jai.
Adita Bhakta. Jai. All the assembled devotees ki Jai. Jai.
Om Vishnupada Srila Bhakti Nishkam Shanta Maharaj ki jai.
Hey.
Hare Krishna.
Be well, be happy, be safe.
Hare Krishna.
Affection to you all.
Have a good day, Puri Maharaj.
Thank you so much. Hare Krishna.